Last week I said I would do 2 videos or 3 videos per week, and I'm going to stick to it. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel like it at all today. I feel very confused about my direction, my path. I thought I had a clear direction, but I feel very lost, very confused, and I just thought there's nothing I want to share on a YouTube video today. So why do a YouTube video? I'm doing this for myself, clearly, and if anyone is watching, thank you so much. But I feel like I'm giving up in trying to find a structure around my path. Just to give a little bit of context, it's been 9 months that I quit my day job, which was working on cruise ships as a musician, and I decided to stop and to start my own business. I didn't know it would turn out to be a self-discovery path with a lot of challenges, trying to find who I truly am, what lights me up, what I can actually do in the world to be helpful to people, and how to actually make money from my skills. And it's funny because along the way, I really believed I was into business and making money, and I believed that's all I cared about at some point. And now I can see that's not the case, because on cruise ships I was making such a good living. And even all the business ideas, the projects that I've been taking on over the past 9 months could have succeeded if I carried on, if I cared about the money. But I've somehow been looking for alignment. And after pivoting from my last offer, I thought, okay, I need a new structure. I need a new offer, a specific offer that sells. And I thought, okay, I managed to make a couple of €100 online. I'm going to help people do the same. And even though that's a really meaningful goal that I might be helping people with in the future, today I just had a networking call. By the way, I'm a big fan of networking. I think that's such a great way to find yourself, chatting with people, and ideally people who are in a similar mindset as you, who have similar goals. Because for the past 9 months, I haven't been networking at all. I've been on my own, and just having conversations with people without any expectations can truly change your mindset, can truly get you to know yourself even better, and to have feedback on what you like, what you're helpful with, and these kind of things. And after this networking call, I just realized that what I truly care about is not money. And it's not helping people to make money. It's helping people find themselves. Just the same way I've been obsessed for the past 9 months, obsessed about finding myself. And I just look back and I think, wow, what a crazy journey. I've completely lost my identity. I was a cruise ship musician, making a lot of money and having no expenses, traveling the world, having such an Instagrammable life, performing every single night and being the famous musician on cruise ships. And now it's been 9 months that I'm in this flat every single day, facing myself, trying to build something, and a couple of months later realizing that it's just not aligned with me and that I can't carry on. And starting from zero again. And on top of that, having the financial fear that I'm going to run out of money, even though I still have financial runway. But what a freaking incredibly hard journey I've chosen. And finally, not only the leap was really hard to actually rent a flat, to settle down when I had no income, when I had no perspective of getting a job. Apart from music, I can't do anything. So not only the leap was quite big 9 months ago when I decided to face myself and to try and start a business, but the worst, I think, is that every single time I could have succeeded, because I knew every single project I started, I could have made money out of it. I could have found the stability, the peace of mind, the everything that I truly wanted and that I still want, because it's really uncomfortable to know that there's no money coming in and you don't have an identity. And when people ask me, what do? I try to explain them. I'm on this self-discovery journey, trying to find myself, trying to build projects and seeing if I'm lit up and if I can actually help people and make money from it. And there's no conventional path from that. But I truly realized that it's such a hard journey I'm on. And every single time I could choose comfort, I could choose the easy path, I could choose to get back to some kind of stability and settle with one project, with one type of coaching. There's my intuition that tells me, hey, you're gonna get sick of this so soon. And yes, I hear you talk in my head. I wondered if this was a lack of discipline, a lack of consistency, and something I need to work on. But no, it's not, because I'm an action taker. And this path that I'm on, my cat is just gonna destroy everything here. Hi. Like I've kept working and I don't stop working. I'm constantly working on myself, learning about business. That's all I do. I have no hobbies. So I know that's not a discipline problem, but I constantly feel pulled to think bigger and to not put myself in one specific niche. And if I find a project that feels aligned only 95%, that's not enough to me. I need 100. And that's why some projects were 86% or 91% or 95%, but I need 100%. I need to know the direction I'm on. I need to feel 100% fine with what I'm gonna pick. I truly believe in content creation, getting to share and to be vulnerable with strangers on the internet. Of course, sharing scars, not wounds. I learned that mistake the hard way. Not sharing stuff that you're still too vulnerable about, and that you cannot afford getting people to, talk down on. Just sharing stuff that you're actually okay about. But yeah, content creation, business building, that's what I feel passionate about. But anyway, if you're still watching, again, I really appreciate you. Thank you. But it's hard to find yourself. It's really hard. Not only because we keep changing constantly, but because what you think you know about yourself, what you think you like, what you think you would like if you were getting it, is usually not what it is. I'll give you an example. When I was in toxic relationships, struggling with low self-worth and being with a partner who doesn't treat me the best, and also having to go for breakups and these kind of things, I was longing for a real relationship, a healthy relationship. And now that I'm in a healthy relationship, I can see how my brain is trying to fuck me up. I can see how it can be really tough to get what you want. And my brain convinced me when I was in the toxic relationships that getting the right partner would be so easy and that my life would be figured out once I find the right person. And I can tell you that's not true. So it really is interesting to me how, my point about all that, I love my partner, by the way, no, it's not about this, but it really fascinates me to see how sometimes we want something and once we get it, we feel the opposite. And it really makes me question the meaning of life and of our goals. What you think you want right now, once you get it, you might not feel as excited as you think you might get once you get it. And I can tell you this because once, I was convinced for 9 months that once I would make even my first euro online, I would feel so excited and my life would be sorted. And I did. And I didn't feel this way. And, I have these big goals of having a big audience online, building a big business, that has a massive impact on people. I want to build something big. And I know that I'm convinced that once I get to these numbers, I get to this massive goal, then my life will be figured out. Or even like just having like a steady, regular income, that finally I'll be okay. But there's always something more. And for some reason, I just really love the journey. Like for me, these 9 months have been so incredibly hard. Not only because I lost my identity, people misunderstand me so much. I feel like the people around me just don't really get what I'm building, and that hurts. And that's okay, because even some part of my brain still don't understand neither. And also like building projects, building things, and then just giving up and pivoting again, that really hurts as well, because you're like, okay, I've worked so hard for the past couple of months and that work is just not going to compound. But the person that I'm becoming and the skills that I've acquired along the way are compounding. And that to me is really valuable. And that to me makes it worth it. And one thing as well is that the kind of person that I want to be is a person who chooses growth over comfort. If I look at the past year, I've made no money. I've been through incredibly hard things. I haven't built anything that I can keep over time by now, like anything concrete, right, in the real world. But for nothing in the world I would give what I've just been through. I've given up comfort. I've given up my identity, my everything, to step into the unknown and just trust that something great will come out of it. And even if I just look at my YouTube journey, like if you scroll down and see all my videos, you can see how much growth has been happening. Non-linear growth. And I'm so proud of it. This is the most beautiful journey I've ever been on. I'm really proud of it. I'm so proud of the person I'm becoming because I'm choosing discomfort every day. And my relationship with money, my relationship with myself, my relationship with other people, I've changed. I completely changed in every single thing. And this cannot happen if you don't step into the unknown. And I'm proud that this is the choice I'm making every single day. If you've watched until here, thank you and good job, because that's a very unstructured video. But I will have done my video today and I will have been consistent no matter how well it does. This is what matters to me, showing up even if it's uncomfortable, and also getting the world of YouTube and social media to be filled with other things than just perfected, curated videos that are perfectly edited and where, things are just amazing. That is not a video like this, but it is an honest video, my friends. And I'm very happy to be on this journey, even if it's really uncomfortable. And just as a side note, I've been alone for most of the 9 months. I've had my partner who was very supportive, but I've been alone on this journey apart from that. And it's been the hardest journey of my life, I can tell you. Because I literally gave up security, stability, peace of mind, identity, self-worth, everything, to do what my intuition and my heart told me to do. Anyway, if you are watching until here, I'd love to have a chat with you. I think if you've watched until here, it's probably because you're either really curious and you know me from a different context than this one, or if you don't know me, or even if you know me, there's probably something in you that made you watch until here, and I want to jump on a call with you or chat with you because I think you're probably a very interesting person to me, or very similar person to me in this sense. So feel free to leave a comment below or send me a message on social media. I'm Lara Safi, the same as my YouTube channel, on Instagram, on Facebook. And yeah, the whole point of this video, I guess, was to say, I'm taking my hands off the wheel. I'm taking my hands off the wheel in trying to create an offer, trying to create a structure, trying to create something that will be sustainable long-term. I still am figuring myself out, and I'm not scared to put it out there and to build in public, taking action, and accepting that I'm in a very uncomfortable moment in my life where I don't have the next step figured out. And for anyone who's watching and who's feeling this way, you're not alone. I'm taking my hands off the wheel. I'm going to focus on networking, connecting with people, seeing where I can be useful in the world. And I know something great is going to emerge out of this. This was my wisdom of the day. And this video pretty much was for me and for anyone who watched these 16 minutes with me. Thank you and have a beautiful day. Thank you for watching.